Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Luminescent here, back with another reading. This reading is a general tarot message that I'm just going to go ahead and do at this time. So let's get started. If you're new or returning, welcome back. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel before you go. All right, this is again a general tarot message. All right, if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, that is okay as well. You don't have to make it fit. If you're looking for a personal tarot or astrology message, the link will be available in the box below for you to book your own personal session. Okay, so we're going to start out with the Shaman Tarot deck. I do want to get into some oracles first. So I'm probably going to pull the Lemuria deck. All right, and then I might use the Orisha. So let's start with the Galactic family, shall we? Thank them for being present with us. Sharing that high divine light. All right. Thank you so much for, creating this, Miss Izzy Ivy. All right. What higher messages do we have at this time? Let's reach out to our galactic family that look out for us, protect us here. All right. Send us messages when we need to know it, so we stay aligned on our path. Showing up in places and having conversations when we need to. All in divine timing, right? All right, let's go ahead and cut this deck. All right, so let's start with just 3. Okay, this is the cover art, Our Ancient Future. We have the crown chakra, the unlimited self, and we have communication co-creation. At the bottom, we have luminescence, which is a card that does talk about being nourished with that shadow self that we have, getting in tune with the part of ourselves that is part of the unknown. Okay, that part that'll always exist with us. Okay, let me pick this up real quick. Okay, alrighty. Numbers. Alrighty, so let's see, Our Ancient Future. Okay. We have so many signs and symbolisms in this picture. I definitely see this as telecommunication. So we may be experiencing some of that on this journey at this time. Seeing how we may be more telepathic or have telekinetic energy that we are sharing with, the ones around us. We can definitely see this showing up in our dreams as well, where we're able to communicate through the dream state to other people and things of that nature. But I definitely see this Our Ancient Future as like those who know. Those who are aware and they know, just know, right? I also see this with the yin and the yang as our distant cells becoming combined into one. And I also see this too as us linking up with divine counterparts or our tribes a little bit more. We're all on a road, or see it as we're all on a path together. So we're all picking up the same information all around the world. We're all connecting the dots the same, but in various ways. And I also see this as our future, present, past selves, acknowledging the fact that we know, we're in tune, we're tapped in, And we don't have to hide it anymore. We don't have to play coy about it. We don't have to make it seem like it's an aesthetic to blend in or to be quote unquote safe. There's more of us than we realize. Okay. So with that number 3, got it upside down. 10 of Cups. 10 again with the 10 of Pentacles. And then the 3 here. Okay. So we definitely can see right here, like I was saying, like our higher selves, that other part of us, that makes up the ultimate supreme energy or source, God, however you want to, name it or call it, is taking care of us, is tuning into us, giving us the energy, the frequency, the love, the truth, the direction, the discernment, so we can channel that into our physical reality and see that, it's a lot of us on this plane that, again, we don't see the same. We don't visualize things the same. We don't practicalize, based on society. We practicalize based on what spirit is telling us. Okay. And this is going to become so, normalized, even in the sea of people, not understanding, not getting it, not even wanting or desiring to get it because they're so focused on the 3D. But there will be those who will come to us who are looking for, that divine knowledge, that esoteric wisdom to help themselves and those that they love, to elevate, to go into a new journey, to open the next book or the new chapter in their lives. And they're being guided to us, we're being guided to them. These divine meetings are going to be taking place more and more and more. So, ground chakra, this is the point where we are open at that divine lotus flower. Okay, it's blooming. And it's a flower here, like Beauty and the Beast, right? There's a flower here, that, and I see this as a divine nurturing us through its energy. We're sending out that energy, we're getting it back, we're allowing it to transform us so that we are prepared and ready to meet those who worked so hard, or even us, we've worked so hard on our spiritual journey that we're coming into more, gurus or, ancestral connections that support us where we're going next. And that could be through, of course, nature and other humans down here who are also tapped in, turned on, you know? So all that information coming in through the crown chakra, we have the unlimited self here. So again, this is us recognizing and fully knowing, being fully aware that this is not the only, physical reality is not the only reality. We have the Ace Pentacles, another ace here. Just like we started with the 1 and the 1, we got a 1 and a 1. These are tens, but these are ones. So we got 2 aces, ace of earth, ace of fire, and then we got the air here with the 7 of air. Okay. Now, normally, excuse me, we look at the 7 of swords, or in this case, the 7 of bows. One second. We look at the 7 of bows or the 7 of swords as a card that can be related to self-deprecation, self-loathing, self-deceit, or sneakiness, lies, betrayal, and things of that sort. But I feel like because this is related to Aquarius energy and we're looking at the unlimited self, the all-knowing self, that part is being, emphasized right now. The crown, violet flame, the pineal gland or the pineal gland. What else is coming to mind right now? Especially with this fire here, this intuitiveness, this knowing how to take action and what direction you're going in is solely based on where spirit is telling you to go. It is not based on anything else, and it's only one person in this picture, right? So there are things that you're going to know, of course, to do, and it's going to be like a trigger warning or a trigger. It's also bringing up the alarm that had went off on everyone's devices at the same time, or a minute or two, that was some sort of activation that was taking place at that time. And you can either fight it, what I'm saying? You can fight it, or you can choose to look at it as a divine signal that is working with the higher timeline that we can choose to be on, and fly above all the riffraff or the BS, or the lower dimensional way of looking at reality. Because this is a drum, it's something that's being sounded off, and it's awakening, or it's enlightening us to go to this certain place, to start tackling this, fear, or start taking, more serious steps on the journey to our success, whether it's career, family, things of that sort. Because there's a higher plan in place, right? There's a higher plan in place. So, who are we communicating with at this time? We got another 3 energy here with the 21. So, we got communication, co creation. We see 3 divine energies here, all encircling around what looks like a small earth orb, right? I definitely feel this is like a group of ancestral energies. I can even see these as concepts, ideas that are being linked and coming together like a wonderful web of creation. I can definitely see this as people working together for a common goal. I can definitely see this too as, like I was saying before about meeting your tribe. We're being activated to go in a certain direction again. And in this new direction, this is our coming together at 3 of Cups moment, where we get to discuss and communicate with each other. Like I said, even if it's telepathically, even if it's through dreams or social media, however, your higher self needs or wants you to do it, so you're on time in your timeline, as well as whoever you're meant to cross paths with. This is, them working together to get us all online. Okay. So we have the Queen Cups here, and the 6 of Bows, or the 6 of Swords, with the 8 of Swords. Yeah. Collective healing is pretty much what I'm getting, is the collective healing. I got the 8 of Drums, or 8 of Pentacles, at the bottom, where he's drumming again with this picture. Okay. And we have the Spirit here, watching over, being aware that they're being called to action. They're being called to, I see this as like having a ceremonial prayer take place, and we need to be aware and know that they're always there. They're always present, and we need to take more advantage of that by, detailing, being more specific about what it is that we want. Because it will come to us, but this is definitely saying that they're here with a divine message about healing. Groups of people are coming together to heal. Groups of people in a community are coming together to heal something. Okay. So you've got the message. You've been in contact with someone who is here to assist you, right? Now that you've been activated, things have connected, dots have been connected, the foundation is being laid. Now we get to move on to the part where all of us involved in this, project coming together. Now we're all meeting here, because the bottom line is that it's going to heal not just people, but this is part of healing our lineages, our past, our beliefs, like the parts of us that have been, kind of cracked open by the 3D experience. We get to feel that healing energy in us coming together, sharing things like a therapy circle, right? And we get to um, allow others to be support for us and us being the support for others during this. So it's basically like reiterating that it's not going to be perfect. We're not going to be perfect because we're still having, you know, human nature be a part of what's going on. As you can see here with the Three of Wands, with the cheetah, and the man here coming above the board. So we're still going to find ways to elevate, and then on that mountain climb, we're again starting from the bottom going to the peak, and then we're starting from the bottom going to a peak. Okay, it's a cycle. Okay, and then during that cycle, the divine energy is guiding us, especially the water spirit here is reminding us to go with the flow, even though they're in a boat, they're not in water. But it has a lot to do with where our mindset is, like what direction do you want to steer your mental into, because we do have the ability to have some control over that. We get to plant the seeds and nourish them. Okay, and there are going to be times where it can get difficult, and there is going to be spirit that's always there to have that one-on-one with you, and even send those who are there for support of you. Just don't ever be too, prideful, too embarrassed, too shy, or too cynical to ask. So what else is it that we need to know at this time, Spirit? What other information do we need to know or to look at? What other information do we need to know at this time? So you have the Two of Earth, the Eight of Earth, and the Nine of Fire. Yeah. Look at those tusks. There's animal and man. And then our spiritual elevation here. It's definitely going to feel difficult. It may definitely feel hard. But those who are aware of their power and how to use it, definitely time to start getting more focused. Excuse me. Start being more aware where the earth is calling you to show up. Start being more aware of what spirit needs you to do, and know that you're supported even when you feel alone in your healing process. You're not. All these candles to me definitely represent different spirits that are benevolent in force, but are always around. Okay, it could be the energy of a friend, an energy of a mentor, or it can be your ancestry that is present, whether cultural or through bloodline, that is always here to support you even when you physically don't see anyone else around. Always know that you can reach out and address the darkness within the shadow period that we all go through with the divine beings who are allowing things to come together and play out as they're meant to. Okay, never be afraid to reach out. Okay, look at this. Seven of Fire, protection, unity, right? Definitely on my card that I see, every time I see this, I always think, okay, it's time to give an offering. It's time to give an offering. Okay, it's time to get an offering. And don't hold back. I feel like the message for Earth, yeah, is protection with the Earth element and healing. Ace of Water at the bottom. Okay, Yeah, there's definitely a big master plan at play for the collective if you're on that higher timeline to not only unify or band with and getting alignment with your higher selves, but your higher self connection is only going to bring you closer to others who are developing that same thing. And I feel like the message from Earth with Ogun and the Earth element here is to get to, a point where you can completely focus on what spirit has in store for you, because it's going to heal you to continue going. Not that you've gotten off path, whether you did or did not. This is not about, helping the pity as much as it's about, refueling so you can keep going. Okay. So thank you for tuning into that message. I hope it finds you well. Again, this is the Orisha deck here, the Beyond Lemuria Oracle, and the Shaman Tarot. All of that information will be updated and added to the description box below should you choose to look at these decks. Also, if you're looking for a personal reading, it will be available in the description box below. And thank you so much for tuning into this message. I hope it finds you well.